can't believe you started the stream and didn't unmute me. You didn't even unmute me. You left yesterday. You gave me shit, Chaos Cultist, for not unmuting myself. And then I looked over there.
I didn't have time because you were late.
You did. Oh, you're blaming me, are you? Hello, Luke. It's lovely to see you. Well,
It's a deep hole in the ground.
What? I didn't say hole.
No, you said well.
Oh. God damn it. Hello, Christopher. How are you doing? How are you doing? I hope everybody is doing well today. We are here. I am a little bit late, unfortunately. I was
2 minutes.
2 minutes. I blame CC, actually. He was philosophizing towards me about whether or not the Mechanicus would specifically use only gold or if they would use other metals to decorate the emblems that they would be working on, since these are Mechanicus things. We were talking about how I was going to finish painting these today. And because he was doing that and I was paying attention to him, I forgot to get some of my posts up to let people know that the stream was starting. So that's why I was delayed a little bit. But as per, I am responsible for this stream. Later, I will be using this blade to seppuku. Not actually, but I did want to show off the cute little blade because I still really like it. I've been playing with it off and on, basically since CC gave it to me. I can't deflect that. I think that'll just go right through me.
Did you break it already?
No. I did whack it a little bit, but everything's fine. See?
I can print you a new one.
No, it's genuinely fine. It's more durable than you think. It's more durable than you think. Also, hello, Havman. It's lovely to see you. Oh, we got stupid ads to start you off. I'm so sorry. Boo, YouTube, boo.
Comic Geek is caught up to Zets. Happy Father's Day. No, it's not.
Oh, I was like, what? That's not till June. I guess maybe like
So I saw a short that wasn't related. I don't have my mic, so that's why I'm kind of yelling at you a little bit.
Yes, I'm turning towards you so that you're having to yell less.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
So the Zets booster capsule.
Uh-huh.
On it is like the actual image on it is Zets like standing, with his arms up in the air, like
Yeah.
and standing right next to him, kind of holding his hand, is Zero, like in the capsule itself. So when he wears Zero on his suit.
Yeah.
And we've only seen him do it like once. And now I'm like, okay, now we're building back up to it, because now that capsule somehow is related to their father-son relation.
Yes. I think that would make sense. That would make sense to me. Okay. Was stuck. Was wedged in. All right.
If you want.
Everything's fine. I just lifted it up a little bit and then it dropped back down to the table, but it's all sheathed. It's all fine.
I'm going to say.
Yes.
I just need Dawn to do a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm also.
Or to find out at least that like Dawn's working for the same people 3 is working for. In some capacity.
That would be cool.
Because I'm still like, okay, you introduced him, he's crazy, charismatic, cool. Why is he here?
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That does make sense. Like, because I think I said this last time, but I feel like Dawn was introduced with a bang. He came in, he was super cool, loved the design. He got one really fun episode where he got to like fuck with Nox and also play and introduce himself to Baku. But then he just dropped off. Like he's just hanging out in the background now, casually, casually messing with people here or there, but not in a real genuine threatening way. And I know part of it is because the plot deviated to confirm that yes, the sister is the cat and the cat nightmare and her one or whatever. And it revealed who she was as a person, but Oh my god, if they sell that Kigurumi, I want it so badly.
I theorize they will, but they tend to actually be a little behind up. They literally are coming out with a Geats one this year.
Oh, so I have to wait like 20.
Like, dude, they released merchandise.
When did Geats like originally air?
22.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to wait like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. They released.
Okay, what's the Geats one?
The Zombie Breaker Premium just.
I know, just came out. What does the Geats one look like? Is it like white and red? Like, is it 9th?
It's not a full Kigurumi. It's actually more of a, like, your goth shawl thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that, but with, like, it's white.
Okay.
With then a big flop hoodie that it has the ears and is...
Oh, my God.
It's
but
on Toku Collectibles.
I just want to look at it.
All right.
I just want to look at it. We need a supply of sugar-free lollipops. Why sugar-free? I like sugar. What am I looking for? Toku collectibles.
Yeah.
Toku collectibles. Hello, Rick. I just went to one of my last searches. All right, Kamen Rider. Gitsu.
You find it?
I did. Oh my god, it's so cute.
I didn't buy it because I was trying.
Oh my god, it's so cute. No, we don't need to buy it right now. Okay, $75. If somebody just wants to like give me $75 to buy this.
No. Girl, it's not that type of story.
No, you're right. But like, damn, that's so cute. I love how big the head is. That's the part that like really I'm like, ooh, makes my little girl heart squeak.
Episode 11.
You're up to episode 11? That 11's your next one. Excellent. Sweet.
I will admit, I think you are in what is considered the slowest part of the series.
Yeah, I do think you are in the slowest part of the series.
So if you're enjoying it, it's just going to get better.
Yes.
And if you felt it was a little slow, I kind of agree around this part.
Yes, agreed. What? No, don't spray bottle me just because I desire Geats clothing. Imagine how cool that would be. How cool would it be to have Geats clothing? Like, come on, guys. Don't deny me this dream. Dude, okay, fine. You don't want me to buy that one. I'll just buy the $600 Sumiri dress, okay? That's what I say to you.
Oh, okay. Episode 11 is in the middle of the. You're actually still in the episode of the week part of the series, then.
Okay, which is fun.
Yes, he is in the middle or at the beginning. I only briefly read the summary of the painting nightmare.
Ah, the artist one. Okay.
Yes, the moth.
Yeah. I liked that design, if I recall.
Fungus.
Yeah, it's the fungus. I liked that design, if I recall correctly. I don't think you did, but I did.
Yeah, just the suit design.
Yeah, the
suit designs in Zets have not always, like, I like the riders a lot, but the actual, like, monster designs are fine. There's a few I really like.
Yeah. No, I would agree. I think like one of the things, like it's interesting because we were talking about
also a lot of reuse of the same pants.
Oh my god, yeah, they reuse the same pants all the time. So it's been interesting because I know online there's been a lot of discussion of like, okay, is this going to be one of like the best Kamen Riders, like period? Like not just of this era, but like, is Zets going to be up there as like one of the top like 3 or whatever? Possibly even like the top, just based off of people's feelings on it, right? For modern audiences, especially. And it's interesting because like they have to really start, I feel like they have to start bringing some more things together, because if they don't,
they have time.
They do have time. I just
18 episodes to go.
I guess that's true. Because how long do they normally go for? Like 60?
No, 48 to 50.
48 to 50, okay. I'm just really curious what's like, okay, so on that regard then, to it being one of the best, I would say where it does suffer, I think, the most is they don't have a good just like shocker combatant style monster.
They don't need it.
I don't think they need it, but like, I don't know, there's something, very classically Kamen Rider for that style of like villain, I guess. And this is such a like take like a different like because like even Geats had the Jamato and everything.
Yeah, and Geats had many riders.
True.
I just think it's because they really are trying to make this one a like personal drama.
They are.
And they don't want to add too many henchman toys into it, which is weird. You know, it seems like a missed toy opportunity.
It does.
At the same time, I've never seen a toy for the Jamato except for the Jamato buckle, which went to Buffa.
True.
So I don't think they really sell
Do
it.
they not make any Jamato like action figures, really? That's such a shame. I would totally have bought an army of them.
Yeah, no, I don't think.
Do Kamen Rider fans in Japan not army build?
I haven't really seen it.
Okay, I was gonna say like, cause the shocker combatants, you could buy like a ton of those and like have a little shocker army.
Yeah, and there
But,
are
like,
figures of them, but
But I don't really feel like I've ever seen like.
I'm sure some have done it, but it seems a lot more that it's like a build a shrine to a particular
rider rather than
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder if
that person I showed you who had like every buckle combination with.
Oh my god, yeah, with the action figure for Geats for Ace.
For Geats with the prop with said buckle combination on the action figure.
Yeah, that was really cool.
And it's like, wow, that is like
That's
$3,000 right there, Jesus.
Yep.
Although then again, I have seen worse toy displays for $3,000.
Oh, what do you mean, like worse?
Oh, like people who buy like a really ugly $3,000 like action hero stuff.
Oh, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
There's a couple ways to army build. There's a candy toy line called Soto. You'll get grunts there. Interesting.
Is that where you built your Zero from?
I don't know if I have the box still for him.
Okay.
But it might be. Hold on, let me see.
Is it the same?
Oh, it rolled right into the paint. No. Okay, fixed it. I should have used my new thing.
Look at the bottom of his standing plate.
Ah, good call.
It might be a trademark.
Ooh, I almost threw him down. ITAT is what it says, and then B China. But it says C, like copyright C, ITAT.
Itat. Okay.
Itat.
That's true.
And yeah, Itat's on the back of his like him too, like his chest piece.
They came with gum.
They came with gum. That's why I wasn't sure if I was like, oh, is he from them? You did find some nightmare costumes kind of interesting. Oh yeah, no, they're really cool. Like it reminds me, like if you watched Power Rangers back in the day, one of my favorite like monsters that I think Rita throws at the Rangers is like Eyeball Man. I think or Eye Guy. Yes, sorry, Eye Guy.
How dare you?
My apologies. I'm so sorry.
He's in my office.
I know. That's why I was like I couldn't remember what his full name was though. But yeah. Eye Guy, he's like, and it's a great design. Like if you look at the costume, it's amazing. Toku does really fun costumes. That's one of the reasons.
In another life, I would have been born to make Tokusatsu costumes and props.
I agree. I do actually think like if you were a Japanese man born in
like the 70s.
Born in the 70s, I think by the time you were an adult in the 90s, you would be working for them.
Considering, like, when I actually went to college, there was a point where I had to choose between video game development or visual effects for, like, film and television.
No.
And I chose the one with money. Which at the time was game development. But, you know, if it had been 10 years earlier, you know, my dream would have, like, been to have been one of the Mythbusters or to actually worked at Lucas.
Yeah, no, that makes
or
sense.
Industrial Light and Magic, specifically.
That makes sense. Yes, it's got a bunch of stickers to apply, and it has, like, it's in pieces, and you have to buy two. Like, there's, like, part 1 and part 2, because they sell, like, the torso and weapons in one, and then
bring it to the camera so you can see it up close.
Oh yeah, here.
But yeah, no, she ended up hand painting it though instead of putting stickers on.
Yeah, I didn't use the stickers. But yeah, he He came with a bunch of stickers. I just didn't use them.
She painted all the red on.
Yeah, I painted all. You can kind of tell.
Great from this distance.
Thanks. I can tell that on this leg, part of the red is rubbed off. I haven't sealed him or anything. That's the one thing is like I do think he would need sealing because it's gonna scratch right off. And yeah, there's no primer, so
you need whatever the coating gunpla people use.
That's Soto. Okay, cool. So yeah, I love these things. I actually really like these little models.
Something Shay picked it up for us when they were at a Japanese grocery store.
Yeah, and I was really pleased by that. Like, we have one of Nox as well, but we only were able to get the one half of him. So like, and I can't find anyone selling. Yeah, I can't find anyone selling like just part 1 because I think that's what I need. Is I think we have part 2. Yeah, I need A. And so it's sad, but I'll get one eventually. Hello, GTC, how you doing? Okay, let's get back to some painting. I'm not putting this camera on right now just because I'm kind of holding it up to my face as I'm working on some stuff. So I figure this is better. If you want to like zoom in, I guess, on me, that would be great.
That's as much as I can do.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think you needed to. I mean, if you want to be that, sure, you can show them that. They'll probably be more interested here. I can have it resting here, and then you can show that angle. Jackson's mom walked in yesterday and asked if I was watching Japanese version of Power Rangers, and I said kind of close. I mean, honestly,
same company.
Same company. It is literally the same company.
It's sort of like if you only knew about Spider-Man and somebody came in while you're watching Iron Man and they're like, is that part of that Spider-Man stuff? And you'd be like, kinda.
They've at least crossed over with Super Sentai before.
Yeah.
Like I know whatever writer was active when our Power Rangers were current in Japan as Super Sentai, I do believe there was crossovers.
No, in the 90s there was no Kamen Rider.
Oh, but our Super Sentai I thought came from the 80s.
It did, but I don't know if Gil Ranger ever had a crossover.
Oh, really? I thought okay.
I thought that was a more 21st century thing.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong then. I might have just lied to you blatantly. I don't actually know the actual proper answer now.
This is Google.
It is. Captain Comic Geek, speaking of Nox, you have a fun fact about the actor. Is it that he has an entire series of English Q&As?
Oh, honey,
because we've been watching those.
His collection is quite nice.
His collection is quite nice. I love that
of his cards.
I am so jealous of the cards. Oh my god, I want the Kamen Rider cards in his collection so badly. He is such a sweetie. Like, oh my god, he's so just like polite and just very cute. And if I ever met him in real life, I would shake his hand and be like, you're an amazing actor and I love you as Nox.
The crossover between Kamen Rider and Super Sentai took place in Decade.
Okay, so
2009.
So that's why everybody partially also loves him then. Like that probably
he's to be blamed for everything.
Yeah. Well, but I know like people like love Decade because of like all of the like him starting that trend or whatever. Both in the Kamen Rider crossover as well as I guess maybe the Super Sentai crossover.
Yeah, I love the fact that Yuki, the actor of Nox, has a shrine of all of his toys, but it's basically said he doesn't actually watch the show.
Mm-hmm.
Or like anything he's in.
Yep. Which is so funny. That was what you were gonna say. I already found that out, sir. I'm a nigga.
Baku's is.
Yeah, I also want to know where Baku's is. I'm like, can he? I want him. I want his take. My guess is that he's just not as confident in his English.
Every question is going to be about the fake chest they make him wear.
Oh my god, yeah. No, that's true. Maybe that's why he doesn't do it.
It is funny because he is kind of the first Kamen Rider actor who does have to wear like a bodysuit.
Even though it's like
Even though he doesn't henshin into.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. He has a 3-step process. Except I guess he can go from basic form to suit.
Yeah, he can. He definitely has.
Have we seen him actually suit up in the waking world, except for the time he threatened Zero?
I don't know.
Because I feel like every fight we've seen has happened in the dream world.
I think so.
So I'd almost still question, can he actually transform in the real world? But he did do it once.
He definitely did do it once. You hate Decade, but for like a very silly reason. That's fair.
Well, Zets is also kind of a weird Kamen Rider in the sense that it's very much written for an older quote-unquote fan set. And by older, I mean like, you know, young teen and up versus what it would normally be, which is like 8-year-old and up.
Yeah,
Especially the later episodes have gotten to a point where I'm like, okay, you just think that the adults and the teens are paying attention at this point.
It does seem that way, yes. His name's Krillin?
Killian.
Oh, Killian.
There's no R there.
I don't know why I read it as Krillin, and I was like, is she a major, like...
Killian.
Yeah, I know Killian. I get it now. But my line of thought when I had first misread it was, oh my god, is she a Dragon Ball Z fan?
Also, not counting Decade, because I know Decade is overpowered in the he can use any rider's powers.
Uh-huh.
But on just a solo rider level, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that, like, when this is all said and done, like, Zets might be the strongest power-scaled Kamen Rider?
Yeah, I would agree, because even with, like, Geetz's, like, god powers at the end, I'm like, no, he can do that with Imagine. He literally just has to put the Imagine...
Regenerate.
Like, yeah, he just combos repair and Imagine, and he's got Geetz's god powers.
Yeah, he has that too. It really comes down to whether or not he can do everything in real life he can do in the dream.
Right.
Because if so, yeah.
That's true. Is he Freddy Kruegered in that he can't, like, actually impact things in the real world?
Well, that's why I asked it, because I've been trying to think about it. Like, he definitely transformed to threaten Zero.
Yes, but that might have been while he was still asleep,
No,
but thinking it wasn't? Okay.
No, it was after episode 30.
Okay.
Not episode 30, 26, whatever.
Whatever it was.
Whatever the big twist was. But I don't know if we've seen him use any of the other capsules other than Impact.
That's true, yeah.
I don't know if Impact did anything but transform him.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm thinking about it.
Because the only
Way too.
nerd. Well, I think part of it is that, like, because, like, he did transform in the real world, but it wasn't really the real world.
Yeah, why did you call Killian a she? I was confused about that too. Killian's a boy's name.
I said she?
Yes.
I was referencing the mom. I was trying to get out that I thought the mother of Killian, hence the she, was a Dragon Ball Z fan.
I mean, it could have been the net.
Oh, okay, but he specifically said he was talking about the mother, so I was referencing the mother. So I know Killian's a boy. I wasn't referencing Killian as the she. When I said she, I was talking about Killian's mom.
I know nothing about Captain Comic Geek other than I like the samurai. Remember that's the Fruit Kamen Rider series?
Ah, yes.
And the one that had like the feudal Japan shoulders?
Yes. Now that one looks cool. We need to watch more Build.
We need to muscle through Zero-One.
Okay, can you confirm something for me, Captain Comic Geek, that Twitter, I think, spoiled for me, but I don't mind because it actually gives me hope. Okay, so I want this confirmation. Hello, Tyler. It's lovely to see ya. Does Iz become a Kamen Rider
She's already already a robot. Why does she need that shit?
Because I want to see her in the suit.
She is the suit.
Well, she
already has hyper speed and super strength and like.
Well, but she needs a cool, she needs a cool outfit. So I saw something on.
Cool.
Okay, well, I mean, yes, but she needs a Kamen Rider outfit. Okay, so I saw something on Twitter that basically was like a bunch of like the female Kamen Riders is what they described it as, doing something. And I think it was like, I don't know if it was like a special or what. And so I don't know if it's like she just did it in the special, but Iz was definitely in the collection of ladies.
Oh, it might have been a movie thing.
So I'm trying to be like, does she transform in the show or does she just she does suit up in both the series and the movies? Okay, cool. I'm interested. I want to see how she gets there. My assumption is she's going to sacrifice.
You have hope.
I have hope. My assumption is she's going to sacrifice herself for stupid Arturo. Aruto. I keep calling him Arturo. Aruto. For stupid Aruto, and then she's going to come back and she'll be able to henshin. Just like as herself.
Whenever I make a really stupid pun, I do the entire, and that's a work of Aruto thing.
Okay, so I have actually determined, and I'm gonna stop painting for a moment because I have to rant about this. I have figured out what it is specifically about Aruto that I do not like. I don't like the fact that when he is in Kamen Rider form, he's not nearly as punny. Like, I want him to continue, like, he should henshin.
He needs the Peter Parker it up more.
Yes, I need him to Peter Parker it up more. I need him. No, I'm angry. I really, like, I think the disconnect for me is he gets very serious when he's in Kamen Rider form. And on one hand, I get it. They put the mask on. They're supposed to be hiding their sorrow, blah, 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 blah. I hear you, Kekara. But, like, I'm always gonna reference the frog for all, like,
emo Kamen Rider fans.
Like, that is you, if you are that kind of Kamen Rider fan. But, like, I kind of want him. I was watching a music video for Build, and I love that when Build transforms, he does like a little like and like kind of dances and then poses. I want Aruto to do that. Like, he literally has a catchphrase and is like, that's Aruto. And I'm like, do that when you... That's the work of Aruto. And like, he should do that when he henshins. Every time.
Or at least when he finishes a rider kick or something.
Or yeah, like if he beats a boss or like he kills like the big bad or the
explosion happens behind him.
And then yeah, he gets to do his thing and he's really like, I feel like he takes zero pride in actuality about being a writer, because and then he's not even doing like the comedy stuff as much anymore. So I just feel like he's like the thing that they started him off with.
Japanese work schedule is beating the man down.
It has. But like, I don't know, that's like my disconnect with him, because like there's other characters that I completely like, and I figured out also why I'm not huge into the Wolf Boy. Because Wolf Boy doesn't exist outside of that job. We have seen him doing absolutely nothing, and I'm gonna compare him to the cops in Zets. We see the cops, both male and female, doing things outside of being cops. He is never not doing his job. Like when, like other than like, I guess when-
which is a character trait, but it doesn't make him charismatic.
Yeah, like, and I think my problem is like he's so hyper fixated on like, I don't actually even know what anymore.
It's because of his family who died.
But he forgave as soon as he was saved by the AI doctor. He was like, I'm conflicted.
Well, Mandalorian still has problems with droids despite it being resolved.
It's not in the series, it's just in the movie. No. Bummer. Okay, that's fair. I kind of had a feeling that was probably the case in reality. So
Hey,
like,
at least it's better than the cat girl in Geats. What's her name?
oh, Nago. Yep.
Nago, who never even got pants.
Oh my god, she did never get pants. Why did they never give her what was her final buckle called?
Myth.
No, it wasn't myth.
Okay.
Fantasy. It was fantasy.
Okay.
She never got fantasy pants. She only ever had fantasy top. Like, she never got a double fantasy in this, or like, she never had anything that went with it to give her a cool bottom. She was always pantsless. It was so annoying. It's great in the movie. That's great. Yeah, it's fantasy.
Yeah.
Captain Comic Geek is conferring.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Also, Philem, we're ranting about how in Kamen Rider Zero-One, there is a major disconnect for me of the main character when he's in his normal, like, everyday human form and when he's henshined into his Kamen Rider variant. And it's basically, he's built as a very, like, comedy goofball character. But then when he transforms, and he has a lot of like wild arm motions, like he's very he justificates all over the place. I relate to the human form of Aruto. But when he becomes Kamen Rider, he's actually like, he doesn't justify at all. And they're acted by different people, so I get why there's gonna be a difference. But like, I wish they had directed the Kamen Rider variant of Zero-One to actually do his stupid little moves, because I just feel like he wouldn't stop doing that shit even as Kamen Rider. Yes.
Egotistical side tangent.
Yes.
As a kid.
Yes.
Because I didn't quite understand how Power Rangers worked, it really seemed weird to me as like a 7-year-old that they didn't do any of the same kung fu chop motions when they weren't in the suits.
I understand.
Because I was like, but when they're in the suits, they always talk like this.
Yeah, they always like move their hands a lot more.
I think it'd be funny for an episode.
They did that. You know, honestly, that would have been actually really funny. Do you know approximately what episode of Zero-One we're on? And or can you look at your YouTube history and tell me?
I was gonna look at the playlist so I can cover off that.
I want to say like we're in the 20s now.
So narratively, what just happened in the story was we just wrapped up the competition about
Selling
real
houses.
estate.
Yeah.
About real estate.
Yeah, we're in the like brought to you by Zaya. Zaya is challenging. I couldn't remember the name of the company. I had to repeat the phrase from his stupid transformation. We've met Zaya, and the leader of Zaya is basically harassing Aruto and trying to take over the company. Which honestly, he's the main thing that's keeping me going because I kind of find him hilarious. 100%.
We just finished, I think, episode 20.
Okay. That's what I thought, actually. So yeah, we're getting through it. I'm actually really worried about entering the back half of the series because I know they're going to be like, it's going to be COVID. So I'm like, I already think, okay, here's my hot take. I'm already like, this is a weak Kamen Rider series to me. Is it going to get significantly worse when they can't be close to each other? Like, or is it going to get really good because they're having to like monologue and like, I don't know, do more dramatic special effects or something? I don't really know. Two little Zets questions. Nem is helping guide Baku through the dreams, right? No, Nem is not helping guide Baku through the dreams at all. Nem is a character where you're at in the story, where she exists in everybody's dreams. She's always given a role in everybody's dream. So every time she shows up, she's been cast as a role. That's why she's always in different outfits. And like, she's like, this time I'm the child of this person. Because I know you've seen that episode. Like sometimes, yeah, like
the wedding plan.
Sometimes she is the damsel in distress because she's been kidnapped by the crime lords. Yeah, exactly. So like she just always gets a role in there, and that will be in everyone's dreams. She's in everyone's dreams, which is a key fact. But they'll explain more of her later. I don't want to spoil it for you. Baku's sister doesn't know any of Zets or dream stuff. Correct. You're allowed, I'm allowed my wrong opinion. Good, because I'm going to keep it.
Baku's sister, at the same time, this is not available easily because it's something they only release in Japan, is actually having a side series of like 5-minute episodes that take place in between or during each episode of Zets. Basically, when she goes to sleep, she's actually dreaming that she's starring in a spy television show, which is resulting in her being in like these spy-like situations, but it's because she's filming it for a television show. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of like her dream keeps kind of messing up what's real and what's not. But that's sort of a side story.
Yeah, and it's not really like relevant to what you're watching currently, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why if you ever actually see his sister wearing like the white shirt with the suspender outfit and all that,
yep,
it's because she wears like her own version of it in her own dream where she's in the TV show.
Yes.
So she's in a side show to a television show where in a dream she's portraying a television show.
Yep.
That's not confusing at all.
Nope, definitely not.
Definitely some Inception shit.
I know you don't care about spoilers, but if you're literally actively watching it, you'll get the answers you're looking for if you just keep watching the show.
Yeah, these shows are actually pretty good about, they do answer everything. Because I've had a number of points in the story where I've literally been like, but why did this happen?
And then they're
2 episodes later, it's like, oh, that's why. Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Asks Angela.
I am doing quite well, Rob. Thank you for asking.
All right, I think I'm going to let you get to work.
You're gonna go work on your secret project?
Yes.
Sneaky. There, do you like that more?
So much.
Okay. Excellent. Oh, thank you. Before you go up, can you grab me a soda?
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, yes, but if it's gonna be spoiler questions, I'm not gonna answer those. Like, I will answer your questions contextually as it is relevant to where you are in the story. Like, I'm not going to, like, I'm not going to give you future knowledge, but I will answer the questions in the context of where you're at currently in Zets. Thank you. That's my, like, you can ask whatever questions you want, but I'm not going to spoil things. Oh, that honestly doesn't look very good. Hold on. So much better. All right. All right, chat. Let's do a bit more touch up here. We did that. I want to do a little bit on this side. So I'm actually going to brace it. If we make the jump to Sentai, you hope you let us pick, or we hope, oh my god, words, hard. You hope that we let you pick our first one? What would your recommendation be? I'll take that recommendation now and put it in my back pocket for when we decide to, if we decide to do it. I really want to watch more Garo, actually. There's only so much time in the day. And I've been playing a lot of Graveyard Keeper right now. Well, and that's why I'm answering in the context of where you're at in the show right now. Because if you're mostly looking to see if your understanding is correct, then as far as you understand it right now, no, she does not know anything about Zero, his dreams, or what he's been doing. Does that imply that maybe at some point she does? You can make that interpretation for yourself. Hello, Geomax, it's lovely to see you. I'm doing great. Cece just went upstairs to go work on a secret project. I have no idea what it is. He won't tell me. I think it's a gift for me. Not that I deserve any gifts, but that's fine. But I'm excited. Wild choice, but would it be Gokaiger, which is the anniversary show, but it's the best and really gives you an idea of all Sentais? Okay, I think I've seen a fair amount about Gokaiger, so that makes sense. Are they, which is okay, I was about to ask, I was like, which theming is that? Because like, I know the Super Sentai, even more so than the Riders, tend to be really themed. The pirate one did look really cool. I do remember watching like a video that was just talking about like all of the different Super Sentais, because we were like, oh my god, it's weird that they're like ending this, so like let's do a bunch of research. And I remember seeing them and going, oh, they look really cool. Oop. You know what, we should definitely get this pipe. Is it? I think it's part of this. I'll show you guys what I've done in a moment. Let me just finish up this section. Okay, so that goes down. And kind of implies that it turns into these. Oh, that's great. Well, even if you can't, that is very thoughtful of you, and I don't actually feel like I deserve gifts, but I appreciate that, thankfully. Thank you, thank you. Super Sentai is more military plus other themes. Is it? I mean, I guess they do have like the space one had like the police force sort of vibe and everything. I never really got military from like, well, which I always forget. I'm really bad about remembering this. Which Super Sentai was it that actually like Power Rangers took from? Because I don't feel like that one was very military. At least not from what we saw, like, in Power Rangers. Also, I thought Gav was more the military, or at least like the police vibe, because like isn't it Space Sheriff Gav? Or Gavin? Am I getting that right? I'm not even sure these pipes fucking go to anything in this flooring. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the Mechanicus just was like, put stuff in there to make it look cool. It doesn't look Mechanicus enough, therefore put pipes and all sorts of stuff in there. That's what I think happened. Cause like they just, I mean, they go off to nowhere. They just, I feel like they go off to nowhere. Zyger, that's right. Or Zyranger, sorry, the Zyranger. Gavin is a space sheriff. Sentai has some cops and secret organizations. They're all over the place. Not so much in the Heisei era, I don't think. Okay, cool. Good to know. What was the first, like, because I know, like, Toku has, like, Ultraman, Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, Space Sheriff Gavin, Garo, and, like, all of that. What actually came first? Was it Kamen Rider? Was it Godzilla? Was it Ultraman? I believe it could be Ultraman. I know it's not Super Sentai. I do believe Super Sentai started after Kamen Rider, but I think technically has had more seasons because Kamen Rider stopped making Kamen Rider. Like they just stopped making Kamen Rider in the 90s. For a period. Godzilla is the first? Okay, that's kind of what I assumed because of the black and white movie, but I wasn't sure if like they had done like Ultraman like television shows or movies or something back then too. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so what I've done, I've had some copper there, and then we put a bunch of copper in the floor. And then I've also Did copper on our sigil. Oh, I forgot to do the copper on this little guy. I'm going to do that in a second then. I mean, you could, but like, I mean, I guess if you don't really have to be looking at me to listen to me. It's subtitled. That's my only, like, I'm like, I want you to be able to focus on Zets if you're gonna watch it. You know what I mean? Thank you. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Are those Necron symbols? Was this in a kill team set with Necrons and Mechanicus? I actually have no idea. Wish I could remember what set I got this from. It's kind of funny that the Sentai genre started with heroes like Captain America. What do you mean? Start with Captain America? I'm not sure I understand that history. Because Captain America's a Marvel comic, and I know, like, Super Sentai at one point, they did have, like, a Spider-Man thing? Because they got, like, a license for Marvel to use Spider-Man, but, like, they paid for a really cheap license, so they couldn't use, like, everything about Spider-Man. It was mostly that they got to use, like, the costume. Or something like that. Like, I don't know the details, but I know about that. But I don't think I know about the Captain America thing. We're looking pretty good. Trying to just brighten a couple things up because I will be putting a Nuln Oil wash or like a black wash over this. So some things are going to get muted. Which I think will also just help blend everything. Just help blend everything together. Do you just mean that, like, Toku was inspired by, like, American superhero comics? Is that what you mean? I think this one should be... copper as well. Okay. I think that looks good. Let's go ahead and work on some of the other sigils. Oh, and then I'm also, where's my phone? I had it earlier because I was posting. There it is. Let me put some music on for myself. Oh, I'm also gonna look at that Kamen Rider jacket again. Oh my god, so cute. Oh my god, look at the little buckle, or the little button. Adorable. It looks very warm. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Good evening, Grant. It's lovely to see you in chat. How you doing today? Hopefully well. I am working on my Adeptus Mechanicus terrain. I'm doing some kind of delicate work here for a sec. So if I get a little, like, not talky for a moment, don't mind me. I'm just trying to be careful. Gotta be Mechanicus text. It just looks very... Oh my god, of course it looks kind of Necron. They worship the Void Dragon. I'm an idiot. Never mind, ignore everything I said earlier when I asked if it was Necron. Like, oh my god, I'm so stupid. Okay, this is coming along very well. I've got like tiny little bit of stuff left to do. Working on that little emblem. I think I need to punch up the copper a little bit on some of it. I feel like it's still looking a little silver. What sort of music do I listen to? Right now, I've been completely obsessed with the Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider soundtrack. I just listened to Thirst. Okay, how's that look? Yeah, I think that looks a lot better. Cool. Cool. But I listen to a lot of different things. Like if you're looking like genre-wise, I guess I listen to mostly like electric or like techno synthwaves type of stuff, anime themes, and then like a lot of different genres of rock. But I like country. I like certain like R&B and rap. I like most music that I've listened to, except for like music that just kind of sounds like noise to me. Sabaton? Yes, I've listened to plenty of Sabaton. I saw Sabaton live. It was Sabaton, Amon Amarth, and Arch Enemy, and then there was like one or two other like openers in there that I don't remember the names of, unfortunately, at the top of my head because they weren't as well known. But it was a really cool, very like small concert. It was just before COVID hit, actually. But yeah, Sabaton's great. I think... Do I like that? No, I don't think I do. Get rid of you. Okay. We do need to paint... I'm gonna put the... I want that to actually be a skull in there because I think it's appropriate for like the size that they would use. So, but I am gonna make the casing it's in copper. Yeah, they're really, like, they've got some good stuff. Their music videos are awesome. I like the one that they did, I think it's for the Bismarck, where they were on the boat. That was I just thought that was really cool. Oh, well, excellent oh my god, words! Why am I struggling so much today? Captain Comic Geek, thank you so much for joining me. Have a great... You're off? Are you heading home then? Because you're saying, oh, you're off work. So I'm assuming you're gonna go home. So I hope you have a good evening. I hope you get to hang out with the people that matter most to you, and that you have a good dinner. And yes, have a great rest of your day. Just gonna move this. I keep trying to dip my water or my brush into it. And it's like, no, that is not where we put our water. There we go. Much better. You work from home so you can just stop focusing on work? Hell yeah. Okay, that's why I was like, I don't know if it was Captain America. I thought it was Spider-Man that sort of inspired Super Sentai originally, because I know Toku got the license for bringing Spider-Man over to Japan, but like in a capacity that kind of didn't really allow them to tell like full-on Spider-Man stories necessarily in the same way. And so like, then they were like, well, what if we do our own like superhero style stuff? And that's where I thought like Super Sentai was born. Before Japanese Spider-Man, it was just Sentai because the team didn't have the giant robots. Ah, okay. Got it. Hell yeah. Also, awesome that you get to work from home. Your favorite is the Templars? Oh, your favorite Sabaton song is Templars? That's a good one, yes. Ooh, what's my favorite Sabaton song? I like Night Witches a lot. It was an exchange. Marvel got a property from Toei for comics. Toei got Spider-Man. Toei didn't care to use any of the Spider-Man lore. They just wanted to make their own show, so they did. You know what? I think I remember actually hearing that in some sort of like history essay that I was watching about Toku, which is why I knew the Spider-Man thing in the first place. That's really funny to know, though. Do you know what did Marvel get from them? You listen to my stream while fixing Roombas? That's cool. You know, I've never used a Roomba before. Mostly because I have a cat and she does occasionally just like drop one on the floor. Like a big old poop. And I'm like, I don't want the Roomba to pick that up. Or run into it and accidentally pick it up or whatever. Although, I don't know, maybe they're smart enough now to avoid my cat's poop on the floor, but I don't know. You had a customer complain that they couldn't order something from your work over the phone by giving us their info. You didn't like that they had to go to the website to order? Do you guys get like paid on commission or something? Is that why you didn't like that? Like, why wouldn't you like just having them go to the website? If anything, I would think that would mean less work for you. But if you get like bonuses based on like sales numbers or something, I could understand why then. I need a little bit more moisture and a little bit more paint. Marvel got a bunch of mecha and made the Shogun Warriors. Oh, is that what they did with it? Okay. I've never read Shogun Warriors, but I know of it. Oh, they didn't like that they had to go to the website. Well, who cares what they like? I'm sorry. I am never going to sympathize with somebody who's complaining to a, like, I know you may not be making minimum wage necessarily, but you are working retail and therefore, like, kind of qualify as that, like, stereotype of minimum wage worker. I will never sympathize with any human being who is complaining to a minimum wage worker or any retail worker going, I'm mad that I have to do this thing because you can't just take my number over the phone, as if it is your fault. Like, as if you, as the person who's working the sales floor, has any fucking control over that. It bothers me so goddamn much. No, I have not finished magnetizing it yet, Luke. I do have new magnets to be able to do it. I just have completely postponed it. Because I'm lazy. And I'm prioritizing other things right now. Because I'm a bad person who does not finish her hobby projects. She just lets them pile up and starts a new one. So that the other ones can just stare at me and be like, why are you leaving me here unfinished? And I can just not make eye contact with them. Which is, you know, pretty normal. Whoa, whoa. Stop bobbing. You're getting paint where you don't want it, Angela. Don't put music that I want to dance to then on, you dummy. Okay, guys, this is looking pretty good, actually. I think because we did the top ones like this, we do need to duplicate that on the bottom. Stand the unfinished projects in front of you as you watch Zero-One. Torture them by finishing something you don't like. Ah, no, that'd be so mean to them. Why do you want me to hurt their feelings even more? It's bad enough that some of them sit behind me staring and being like, did you not just start us? And I'm like, yes, but I have plans for you. So that looks good. That looks good. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I do want to do this cog. And I think we should do this here. Oh shit. Nope. Nope. God, it's a fucking disaster. Okay. Clean brush and a little bit of water fixes it up. You're a monster, that's your crime. I don't think you're a monster, Captain Comic Geek. You're right, Luke. It is just plastic crack. You're right. I'm gonna definitely just tell myself that to justify my laziness. I think I need to. I am genuinely questioning, like, where do half of these go? There must just be like a lot of like piping that they're imagining being in this empty hole in the bottom. You can't use exterior paint inside? Yes, sir. The living room will just be weatherproof. I mean, that's one way to handle it, I suppose. Oh my gosh, don't fall over. There we go. Okay, I don't know. We were talking about music earlier, and I know that it is potentially unlikely that any of you guys like have watched any of the Coachella performances or whatever. But did you guys know that the artist that does the opening theme for Da Don Da Don went to Coachella and literally played the opening theme for Da Don Da Don live, and everybody was like singing along to it? Is that not fucking hilarious? Like, I saw that and I was just like, wow, what a world we live in. I would have totally tried to go to Coachella if like, oh, what's their name? I want to make sure. Rhythm. I think that's the name of the song. Now I'm blanking on the. Hold on, let me look at what it is. Oh, I'm not. Okay, good. I was like, oh god, you might be close enough that you can hear me. When did I add you into this list? Damn it. Is it TM Revolution? It might be TM Revolution. Yeah, TM Revolution. If like TM Revolution had gone to Coachella and played like the Gundam opening themes and ending themes live, like I would have flipped my shit. Which one was I working on? Was it this one? That's definitely this one. This one has way more copper on it. Okay, how am I feeling? How am I feeling about what we've done? Okay, that looks pretty good. I think this side looks good. Oh, nope. I just noticed 2 more of those little rando cables. Okay, there we go. Now that looks good. Except that I spilt a little bit. Let me see if I can get that up. Let me see if I can get that up. Okay, there, that looks better. I actually did a horrible job there. I had a lot to clean up. I almost thought I put my paintbrush into my paint in a way that I did not want it to be. Your electric mower doesn't work as a cordless. You plugged the battery in? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I bet there's some dumb questions that you've gotten. I remember getting really annoyed with some customers when I used to work at an art supply store and we focused predominantly on framing. And they would ask some of the stupidest framing questions, but it was only stupid from my perspective as I had been doing it for like a year at that point. And I was like, how do you not know that blah, 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 blah is how, like, how do you not know that the inside of the frame is called the rabbit, which is what the glass sits on and all of this. Like, there was stupid things like that where like, I would be like, ugh. And I had to take a step back and be like, oh, right, I deal with this terminology and thing day in and day out, and this person probably doesn't. So I should be a little bit more understanding in that regard. What am I painting, Coach A? I am painting, and here, let me get up and actually show you. I am painting an Adeptus Mechanicus power supply. I actually have two of them. Boop. There they are. Look at them. But I've done more work on this one when it comes to the copper. So I'm pretty happy with how it's looking. There's the top. Got some copper in the flooring there. Added some to the side with all the sigils and such. We're gonna do this skull in like an actual skull tone. I would look hot on a Harley Davidson. Yeah, probably. I have ridden motorcycles before and they are quite cool, and I did feel hot while sitting on them once or twice, so that I would agree. Thank you. Okay, so I think the main thing now to work on, because all that looks good. I guess I should maybe, okay, that needs it. That needs it, those pipes need it. So it's this side. I think this is the side that I need to now work on. And then after that, we can move on to the next one. I do have a perfect outfit for doing a motorcycle, like especially a Harley Davidson like photo shoot. That would be really fun. I do not know anybody who owns a Harley Davidson right now. So I don't know if that will ever happen, but it would be very cool. Yeah, I like this, the way that this is going, and I do think some of these needed to be changed over. So I'm glad we pushed it an extra amount. You have a Road King? Nice. Havman, I appreciate you saying that I look good on anything, but I imagine that I wouldn't look very good if I was, like, on a pike. Like, they Vlad the Impalered me. Not sure I'd look great looking like that, so maybe not on everything. Rider. Passionate eyes. Hold on to peace and preserve it in the world. Oh, God, I love this song so much. It is like the essence of Tojima. Which is why they use it very specifically, but goddamn, it's so good. Let's go. I gotcha there. That I do, sir. Luke. Naughty. Different kind of impaling. Rider. It's a V-twin engine, very nice. Do you use it for like more long distance trips, or you just like, it's your daily rider? Kamen Rider, Kamen Rider, Kamen Rider, Kamen Rider, Rider. Such a good song! God damn it. I've listened to it like 5 times already today. I saw a reel on Instagram from Matt Hardy's wife, Reba, and she was talking about how her youngest daughter, or her youngest, who is her daughter, Evie, love the name, by the way. I think it's tied to Pokemon, but like I also associate it with Evie from The Mummy, which all around just makes me very happy. I like the Pokemon, and I love that character, so it's all good all around, but I do think she spells it literally like the Pokemon character. And so, like, Evie's gotten into her first thing that is not really, like, introduced to her by mom. And it is K-pop Demon Hunters. So that poor woman has just been listening to the K-pop Demon Hunters like 7 songs. There's only like 6 or 7 songs in that entire movie that are like them singing, and I imagine that there's like 3 main ones that the girl's probably listening to, and I'm just imagining what her like the last 2 weeks of that woman's life has probably been like, and I'm like, oh, I sympathize. I mean, I did that to myself, but if you're having it forced upon you by a small child, oh boy. Oh boy. So cute though. Okay. Am I done? Am I done with copper on this? Okay. I think I am, yes. I think the answer to that question that I just proposed to myself is yes. That's all done, that's done, that's done. I do need to dot that very gently. But otherwise, yes, it is done. There we go. That makes it stand out so much better. Okay, so that's good. That all looks good. That looks good. This side looks good. I think I've already literally checked this side. Top looks good. I think that reads really well. So we're gonna set it off to the side. Boop. Good evening, 1825 Steam. It's lovely to see you in chat again. How are you doing? What is the weather in... Okay, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this UK city's name correctly, but even simple cities, and names in general, I suck at, okay? So I apologize if I fuck this up. Hartlepool? Did I say that correctly? You said sunny, actually. Never mind, I can't read, holy shit. I was just about to ask you, like, what is the temperature like? But if it's sunny, it's probably warm-ish. Like, are you having, like, good spring weather, I guess, or are you already in hot season for you in the UK? Because I actually don't know when you're, like, real hot season. Because I know it just sucks at a point. Because it gets really, really warm, and I don't think y'all have, like, AC much in a lot of your homes, from what I remember. Which just sounds awful. Part of the reason that I stay in California is because most of the housing has central air, and oh my gosh, is it lovely. Your 4-year-old niece said that, was listening to her music 12 times an hour. Her mother said too much. She proclaimed, not Uncle Luke says it's okay. You know what, that's great. Like, here's the thing, I love, when the movie first came out, like, I was obsessed. I listened to the music all of the time. Like, I listened to the soundtrack, like, multiple times a day. It was what if I had to take a road trip to like go a couple hours away and then like come back, like that's what I would listen to, and it would just be the soundtrack. CC wasn't in the car with me, otherwise I would have added other things in, but like, dude, I was just listening to so much K-pop Demon Hunter, so I get it. The music is boppy as hell. I still am obsessed with Idol, or your Idol from the Saja Boys. So like, as much as I love Huntrix, and their music, and like Golden, and especially I don't remember the name of it now, but the song that they sing at the very, very end when they're finally beating like the demon. Spoilers, I'm sorry, but like it has a happy ending, guys. I don't remember what that one is, but I love that song. But Soda Pop and Your Idol speak to me on so many levels. You haven't watched it? It's like an hour and a half. Just watch it. Put it on right now. You can ignore Zets for a moment and just put K-pop Demon Hunter on and watch that. Okay, what do I want to start with? I think I want to start with the top stuff. So I'm gonna reposition myself for ease and comfort. Boop. Oh, hold on. Grab that. My foot will stop fucking sliding. Oh my gosh. Soda Pop is such a good song, and I love how much freaking innuendo is in it. It's so good. Basically, up until I started watching Tojima Wants to Be Kamen Rider and I found the soundtrack for that, that's what I was listening to, was K-pop Demon Hunters. You should watch that one with the kids. It's a great film for the kids. Easy peasy. My favorite line in the entire first opening theme music for Kamen Rider Zets, because they do get a new theme later on, spoilers, I suppose, is the line easy peasy. Right now, I'm just trying to like thinly mark all the ones that I want to be copper. Well, this is still pretty thin. So I want to kind of slowly layer it up. Okay, so that's gonna go to that one. This one goes this way. Follows this path. Meets here. That one goes there. Comes in right there. And it continues here. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Oh, and then maybe that one there. It's nice that they're not identical, actually. I was really worried I was about to repaint the I feel like astronomical number of solid pipes this one had. And I still feel like I skipped some. Yeah, I fucking should probably. Okay. But this one I feel like is pretty, like I feel like I've hit all the major ones already. I need to darken them all and make the copper pop. You're trying not to overheat while watching me? Aw, well thanks, Luke. Appreciate it. Make sure to grab yourself a fan. It's a coastal town. (15°C). What? Okay, I don't actually remember. And I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna know what the conversion. Celsius to Fahrenheit. I don't remember that being the formula, but okay. All right, so 16. Oh, so 60 degrees. Okay, gotcha. So then, so it's the Celsius degree times 9/5 plus 32. Huh, okay. 9/5. It's double and change. Well, that can't be right, because if it's double and change, 16 degrees Celsius would then be only like 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And even if we were adding some change, like let's say we added like 5 to that. Let's say we actually added 10, okay? That would still be only 42, and the Google like conversion thingy madoodle told me that it was about 60 degrees Fahrenheit if it's like 16 degrees or 15 degrees Celsius. Which is nice, absolutely. Why is Gizmo not happy with you? Oh, because of the rattling windows? Oh no! I promise Gizmo it'll be okay. I understand though. I see what you're saying, Luke. I see what you're saying. Okay. You know what? You're right. It does give me a better idea. It does give me a better idea. Okie dokie. Let's see. I wonder if that's supposed to be a real. I might paint that differently on the other one. Okay, let's just start. I'm gonna come back to the floor because I find it the more tedious portion. So it'll feel more satisfying, I feel like, if I'm like, yeah, I'm done with the tedious portion and now it's also just done. At least with that color. So that's the plan, chat. That is the plan. If you're like, why aren't you working on the floor now? That's why. Easiest way is to ask Google, it's true. True, but I also don't want to be completely reliant on just asking Google. I like learning and trying to remember new things. And honestly, I know that at some point in school, I was probably taught that formula, but I had no idea what it was anymore. So I figured, you know what? Why not look it up? And try to have it in mind for the future. I have enough European and non-American fans who tell me things in Celsius all the time. Now I can kind of guesstimate better what exactly the temperature is that they're talking about. And then I can double check myself with Google, which is kind of how I like to use it. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I'll look up, like, websites and articles and stuff if there's, like, a topic that I'm wanting to learn about. But I don't just, like, let the Google AI or whatever give me the answers, because I don't trust it. It's just a prediction engine. 6 degrees is 42.8 degrees Fahrenheit, so chilly. That is pretty chilly. No, I know Gizmo's your guinea pig. I know sweet Gizmo. The precious lad. I forget, what's Gizmo's coloring? Like, is he like a white and orange guinea pig? Is he like a brown guinea pig? I can't remember. That I can't remember. I know he's a guinea pig though. I really enjoyed getting to see everybody's pets on my recent Facebook post where I shared a picture of Kita and myself. And I asked about, like, everybody else's fur babies. And so many of you responded with pictures. It was so cute. Oh, does he literally have like that sort of coloring from Gizmos in the film? Got it, got it. I mean, I guess I should have guessed that with the name. Doi. I'm sorry I was being foolish there, Luke. It seems so obvious now. What a fool I was being. Like, legit, I should have, honestly, I should have, with the namesake, that should have been very clear. But I just was not thinking about it. I've seen Gremlins. No, I've seen Gremlins. It's been a while since I've seen Gremlins. Like, I don't watch it regularly, but I've seen it. The stripes here are getting bigger as he gets older? Interesting. I mean, Kita's coat's changed a little bit as she's gotten older. How old is Gizmo? I actually don't remember if we've talked about it. Guys, this emblem's looking really cool. You're gonna go quick run to the post office to mail a bill, then you'll be back? Nice. Yeah, I'll be taking my break here in a little bit. So, don't worry. You won't miss much. That looks really good. Very happy. His twin brother is Fizzwig. Excellent. Oh, that's so cute. I know, I've seen Dark Crystal. It is before my time, but I have seen it. We're Henson fans in this household. Although I admit, I don't remember that character specifically because I've watched it like once and it was ages ago. Gizmo's 7 years, going on 70. Well, I bet he's a real cutie. Does he like being held? Not that I ever will, but if I got the chance to meet him, could I pet him? Or like hold him? Would he be chill with that, or would that stress him out? Because I don't want to stress him out. Okay, I think outside of this pipe on the top. I think that's this side done. I think I hear Chaos Cultist potentially coming down. Or at least walking around upstairs. Oh, maybe something's happening with his secret project. Nope, he was coming downstairs.
What?
I heard you walking around, and I was like, I think Chaos Cultist is coming downstairs to tell me that it's time for me to take my break. Or I was like, or maybe he's doing something with his secret project.
No, that's going on.
Excellent. I'm just finishing up this last thing on this side. That one is done with the copper, I think. Tell me what you think.
That's a lot better.
Yay!
You could potentially call out these little supports under here.
Let me see. I just don't know what you're... Oh, those?
Yeah.
Let me think about it. I do like the idea. I just don't know if I want to do it specifically with the copper.
Okay.
Like, I'm almost imagining like maybe a darker iron or something.
Sure.
Only because I sort of put these on very like key like shapes, like types of things, and it's not anything like that.
It's break time.
Hold on, I have one last little pipe.
The one other idea I wanted to propose
Yes.
is instead of what we talked about doing for dinner tonight, we do that for lunch tomorrow since tomorrow's the late school.
I'm fine with that.
I think that might be a little less crowded.
That sounds great. Yeah, you're right.
Because otherwise we're not going to eat until like 6:30.
No, you're right.
It's up to you though.
No, I don't mind doing that. I don't mind doing that. All right. Done? This is what this side's looking like, chat, before we go. Looks good. All right. I will be back in about 10-15 minutes, and we will continue working on our terrain pieces. See you guys in just a bit. Hello, everybody. I have returned. I had a granola as a snack. Oh, Soma, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. How is everybody doing? Did everybody hydrate? Ooh, you got Aragorn's sword? That's sick. Break time. I have my orders. It's true. I do. Just pull my socks up. My gosh, I didn't realize how much they had slid down my legs. There we go. All right, let's get back to some painting. I'm definitely gonna need more of the copper color that I was using on the palette because it was pretty much dry as I was leaving. So we'll definitely want to refresh it. Oh, don't know if you guys heard that. Ooh, maybe a little bit. Okay, there is a small child screaming in the distance. Hello, Brendan. It is lovely to see you in chat. How are you doing today? Okay. Oh my God, I am an idiot. You know what? I'll do them at the same time. We'll just save them and do them at the same time. Okay, let's just go ahead and work. I just realized I didn't do the big cog, like skull design on this one, or I mean, I definitely haven't done it on this one because I barely started on this one, but that's the one thing I forgot to do on that side. Like an idiot. I didn't know, of course not, Brendan. I think they were playing. It was more of a high-pitched, like, scream of joy. It was just very sharp and loud, because, you know, small child. Very strong lungs. Very shrill voices. You know, actually thinking about it, it's around 3 o'clock. I bet they're getting home from school. Do I have any dry brush tips, Beef Chief? So my dry brushing tip is don't actually let your brush be fully dry. What I like to do when I get started dry brushing, if I'm using a brush, is I actually dip it in water very briefly and then dab it off so that it's only damp. Like I don't let the water sit in it or anything. And I definitely don't mix it in with the paint that I'm wanting to use. But I actually find having a little bit of tiny bit of moisture on the brush really helps cut back like that fuzziness that you can sometimes get if you are just straight using your paint on the brush completely dry. So that would be my first recommendation of something to give a try of. Depending on what you are using to remove the paint from the bristles of the brush before you go to your model, you might be picking up fibers from like the type of paper towel you might be using if you are using a paper towel, which is what most people I think start with. I still do use paper towels sometimes, but I also I had a bunch of sprue scrap as well as PLA scrap from my 3D printer projects. And so I glued them down to just a, I think this is a 9x12 canvas, like one of those board canvases that you can get in like a multi-pack at like any craft store for like pretty fucking cheap, like $4.99 for like a pack of 5 of them. And I just glued a bunch of sprues and the PLA stuff to this. And this is what I can dry brush using this, which works really nicely because it doesn't apply, like you don't pick up any fibers. And it gives me a bunch of different like angles and stuff to, yeah, texture palette, exactly. I I was skeptical of these things, I will admit, before I built one, because I had seen a bunch of other YouTubers like talking about it, and I'm like, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like recycling some of my waste and everything like that, but I wasn't 100% sure if I felt like this was necessary. But I do think that when I'm using this, I do not have to wet my brush as often because basically what I think happens is you'll get like really tiny little particles sometimes from either really cheap paper towels or just really rough paper towels, and those will collect into the bristles of the brush, especially if you're really heavy-handed or you're like really going hard at it, right? And so those fibers, because they're meant to be absorbent, are going to absorb a lot of paint as well as the extra moisture out of the paint, leaving you just a like more viscous paint to work with, which means you end up getting this like kind of caked look that ends up looking feathery. Like a lot of people call it as feathery. So like that is what I think like a lot of people, myself included, have experienced in the past. But even if you're using a paper towel, like I do find that if you put moisture into your brush a little bit, and if your paper towel is also like very slightly damp, or at least you have like one section that's slightly damp, that you also get some of the excess paint off, you don't have that problem as much. Which is why I don't always like immediately go for the palette. However, one other thing that I can suggest that I have tried myself a little bit, although I haven't done it with the makeup sponges, I've just done it with these like little sponge brushes you can get from like these ones are specifically from an art supply company called Blick. But you can also get them from like Michael's and other places, right? So this one has a bunch of paint dried into it. I'll have to clean that up later. But you can use sponges to do dry brushing, and it actually gives a really nice texture that I think works really well. Like all of this silver metallic was sponged on, and it looks amazing. So I really like the sponges. If you get a chance to try that, people use them, those like any style of like makeup sponge, because unlike like this is the style sponge that I was using. You see how giant the pores are on this and how like fuzzy it kind of looks. So that texture is going to slightly transfer to the model, but I think on especially metallic pieces, it works really, really well. If you want less texture and you want it to be even finer, then get a makeup sponge, because they are very, very tiny pores. You basically do not see them. And so like, that would be my recommendation. You need to start doing your sororitas and you don't want to fuck them up. I believe in you. I believe in you, Beef Chief. You can do it. Trust yourself and go for it. It is chunky. So this particular one is. I would not use this on, like I would not use one this size on sororitas. I would use one that is more this size if I was going to be doing it on them. But like, honestly, I haven't tried it yet. I've only used the sponge technique on larger objects. I have not used it on smaller like figures. I have seen people use the makeup sponges on Space Marines, but they're Space Marines. They're still kind of big and chunky. Definitely bigger and chunkier than a Sister Battle. So I would say like you might just want to stick with the traditional dry brushing if you want to do that as like your like undercoat, for example, on your Sisters of Battle. Like a grisaille on them would look amazing because they have so much texture and like gilded like effects on their armors and everything that like it would probably look really cool. And then you could do some like contrast colors over that and it would probably look amazing. But they are delicate as well. They have a lot of delicate filigree on them. And so you don't want to lose that detail. So doing a more traditional dry brush might be the best way to go because you can be... I would, if you have 2 sisters to spare, okay? Like you have 2 models that you're like, these are dupes, I don't need them for my army, and I wanna do some testing, then I would say test out the different methods before you get started on your army. Like if you ever have the opportunity, and even if you don't wanna test it on like maybe your Sisters of Battle army because you're like, I only own exactly what I need for the army, I don't actually have spares. But like, let's say you have spare Space Marines or something like that, or something else that might work. Still just test that on another GW model or just another model in general so that you have some practice using the tool before you go and try doing it on the thing that you're really, really wanting to focus on. All your dry brushing was done with your ladies brushes. Yeah, blush brushes, like you could also do, like if you don't want to use the sponge method, but you still want to like use like a makeup style tool for some really high quality dry brushing. Makeup brushes for doing like blush and like applying some foundation and everything are incredibly soft brushes because they're touching our lovely faces. And that means they actually like really have a very soft effect when it comes to dry brushing. And again, I think it really minimizes that slight like, oh my God, what did I call it earlier? Why is my brain fried? That textured pattern that you get sometimes. You've never used contrast before? Well, they're very, very nice. I really like combining them. I like using contrast colors as my base coat. So basically what I'll do is I'll do slap chop, if you're familiar with that method. It's also called grisaille. But basically I do a medium gray undertone. I'll then apply a dark wash to the entire model, let that fully dry, and then I'll come back in with a lighter color tone, usually white, but depending on like what it is I'm working on, sometimes I'll do like a beige or more of a light gray if it's gonna be something that's like more stony or something like that. So it depends on what I'm doing, but then a very, very pale base that I do as a dry brush over the entire model to basically be my highlights. And then what I'll do is I'll apply contrast colors as my base for the foundation of whatever the final color is gonna be on the model. And I'll build that up over, or that'll be my base color, and then I'll use opaques, like my traditional colors, to basically then apply like highlights to the model. I'll also sometimes refresh the wash by putting that in between before I do my highlights. But that's my style of what I like to do with contrast colors. You can just use contrast colors, especially with slap chop, just by themselves. It still looks fantastic. But I've been really trying to challenge myself to like push my highlights a lot more, because it's something that while I appreciate and do use and like have and focus on sometimes in my content, I don't do a very good job of it. And I wanted to like, that's a skill that I'm trying to emphasize for myself, is doing like more highlights on especially character models and that kind of stuff. Oh, well, thank you, Beef Chief. I really loved working on I almost called him Father Maxon, Elder Maxon. He was really cool. I love that the kit came with like, it came with him, power armor version of him, and then one of his lieutenants. I don't remember the name of the character. I have it like on the shelf back here somewhere. But I love that it came with the two versions of Maxon. I just thought that was really neat. Also, I love his fucking leather jacket. I love most characters in a leather jacket though. Like, I just love leather jackets is what I'm trying to point out. Okay, let's see. Let's keep working. I've been gabbing and not working enough. It's like the old days. Too easily distracted. It's because I need to justificate too much. Get that. Okay. I'm still hoping we get a remake of Fallout New Vegas. Because I want them to expand on the Legion. Actually finish that shit. Give that a much more, like, satisfying ending. Hell, maybe lean into what they've done in the TV series at this point. Just to canonize that a little bit more. And that's really all I'm looking for, honestly. That's all I want. Inks are fun to work with. They are pretty cool. And contrast colors function very similarly to inks. I think they're a little more forgiving than true inks. So if that does sound exciting to you and you're like, oh, interesting, then I would really recommend trying contrast colors. And you don't have to try contrast colors specifically from Citadel. You can get speed paint, you can get whatever like Vallejo's version is. Like there's a bunch of companies make this style of paint now. It's not exclusive to Games Workshop. So do not feel like you need to give Games Workshop your money. There's plenty of other companies you could give your hard-earned money to satisfy your painting desires and needs. I just happened to, like, I bought a ton of contrast colors when I first heard about them, and I kind of have all of them still because I've replaced all of them at some points, and I just use them all the time. Except for right now. Right now I'm using nothing but mostly metallics. You're back from the post office. Excellent. You witnessed an attempted hit and run while you were there? Holy shit. Did you stick around to like give your witness statement for the police? Okay. Okay, that looks good. Oh, nope, we need to do every time I always forget. These two little cables. Damn. Police must have been like nearby if they got there that fast to be able to catch the guy. Where was I just painting? Ah, here. Okay, I think that looks good. Oh my gosh, Luke, thank you so much for being a member for 16 months. 16 months, that is crazy. Far more, Slay the Spire 2 with the Goddess Angela and Shay, please. We absolutely are planning to play more. So that is going to be happening this Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific, or your regional equivalent. And we will be playing more Slay the Spire 2. So don't worry, Luke, you're definitely gonna be getting more of that. And tomorrow, I'm actually gonna be trying out another one of my evening streams. So if you want to join me, I will be streaming starting at 5 p.m. Pacific, or your regional equivalent. And it'll be a no face cam, just focused on the miniatures. But I'm trying this out, I really like it. I'm gonna be working on some of my B1s and B2s for the Star Wars project. So if you've been enjoying talking about Star Wars with me and you want to see some more separatist droids being painted up, feel free to join me tomorrow. Oh, the post office is across the street from the county jail and courthouse. Ah, so there were 6 policemen there instantly. What a terrible place to nearly try to do a hit and run. Like, what a stupid person. Like, that just seems silly. But Luke, yes, thank you so much for 16 months. Holy shit. There's some of you that have really, like, been supporting us for a while, and I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you, genuinely. All right, let's get back to the floor. Yeah, that just seems like a really unfavorable place. The guy was walking his bike across the street. Oh my god. It wasn't even like a hit and run like vehicle accident. It was like a nearly hit and run pedestrian accident. Jeez, even worse. I hope the guy with his bike is okay. Oh, don't worry, Luke. Don't worry. I understand it might be a little early for you and you've got other plans. I will just see you on Saturday then when I'm with Shay playing Slay the Spire 2! There we go. Oh, I should put my music back on. He was fine. The guy that was standing next to me even said, how stupid can you be to do... yeah, like, that does seem really dumb. Yeah, we do have some loyal fans. And we appreciate you guys. Ooh, that's so cool. Oh, do I have those on this? Okay. Well, I guess we're painting those. I just noticed that 2 of the floor panels on the top here have numbers on them, and I definitely want those to stand out, so I'm going to put those in copper too. Do a quick second pass. See, they have numbers on them. So I went ahead and did those in. And then I'm gonna fix these ones because this one I didn't do that on. And I feel like, yeah, I think it'll be nicer. I'm gonna do it right now just so that I can be like, confirm that. Because I'm really worried I made the wrong choice, but I think I did an okay. The fucking ultramarine symbol on this. I guess it's probably just the Omega symbol. Filthy ultramarines. No, I'm kidding. I don't really mind the ultramarines that much. Girlyman is fine. I kind of liked his conversation with the Emperor in that one book. No, I decided not to do gold because I figured the, like, Mechanicus may not value gold that much. Whereas I feel like copper they might because it's used with a lot of, like, electronics. And I know gold is sometimes too. But I wanted it to be a little bit different than what I do with my Space Marine stuff, which is where I tend to use a lot of the gold color tones. So that's why I went with the copper. Hola, Taryn! It's lovely to see you. How you doing? thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm working, it's actually more of a copper color tone. More than a bronze. Although it might look a little bronze on screen for you though. I don't know if it's like, sometimes the orange tone I feel like doesn't quite pop through on camera as, oh my God, I just completely fucked that. Hold on. Okay, saved it in without even taking up a bunch of paint off of that I had just done. Whew, my God. I just completely flubbed that. That was no one's fault other than my own. There we go. Okay. I like it. I like it. Now it's back to the floor on this one. It's true. Gold is always sold out, so copper and bronze is the way to go. I agree. And I like, again, I think the Adeptus Mechanicus would like value copper more. Just being that they are AdMech. And they reverend the machine spirit. Revere is what I meant to say, not reverend. They don't reverend him. They revere him. Learn to speak, Angela, my goodness. Oh my God, Fly, I hear you. Go away. There's a fly that's come in through the open door that I have in my garage. And it is like, it was buzzing around my head. Hello, Caveman Burn. How you doing? I have seen the stamping kits. I don't know if they were specifically the Goblin Hobby ones, but I do think, I have seen a number of people talking about the stamps. Has it changed your hobby? That's great. You use nail polish art techniques to add details to miniatures. That's really cool. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of people using nail polish like applicators, like the ones, the stamp applicators that you use for doing nail work. I've seen a lot of hobbyists using those to apply decals, which is really cool. I haven't tried it myself yet. But that's sick. I'm glad it's working so well for you. It's always nice when you find a technique that really empowers you to do more hobby. You're like, ah, yes, I feel like I can tackle the world now. That's super cool. Hello, JN Man, how you doing? You just got home? Nice. You've been using female products for 30 years. I imagine some people, like, I would imagine you'd probably get less weird looks now, right? Because I feel like so many people are using, like, makeup sponges and makeup brushes and, like, nail polish, like, stamp applicators. All sorts of stuff. Oh, I'm sure it's a little tricky. Like, it honestly, like, I remember watching somebody give it a try, and they were like, this is finicky. I don't know how I like it. But, like, it definitely seems like if you get good at it and you, like, get into a good flow with it, it does really look like you can do some amazing stuff. Because, yeah, like, you just painted it on, which is sick. Like, because, like, decals are a thing that even to this day still kind of, like, I don't want to do it. Kind of thing for me. Like it just every time I'm like, maybe I'll try it, and then I just chicken out every time. And so anything to make it a little easier does sound cool. Okay. I believe I have now painted everything that I marked that needed this copper. So I think, oh my God, are we done with this one already? Got that one there. Got those there, that there. There's not actually anything on the back of this one that needs the copper. Got everything right there. Okay, so yeah, now we just need to do the cog. I think I'm gonna do the center cog as well as some of the wiring and everything. You're keeping it secret from the guys in your gaming group. You want them to think that you're a master of freehand. Excellent. I hope that you're able to keep them like in the dark for at least like a couple of months so you can just be like, yes, I am just that cool. Like, aren't I fantastic? No, I cannot share my secrets with you. I just found a way to make my hands perfectly steady. Impeccably steady. Although maybe playing it up that much would be like, that would cue them into like, okay, this guy's doing something else. But I hope you get to trick them for a little while, Caveman Burn. I hope you do. JN Man, we're working on some AdMech terrain. I believe these are energy pylons. We started them on Tuesday. We got the larger metallic, sorry. We got the metallic silver on them in its entirety, and then we started doing some of the copper details on Tuesday, and we're wrapping up at least the copper details today. We should hopefully, fingers crossed, get into some of the black details. Most of the models used parts before we were born. I could believe that, Luke. You've got some old school models. Oh my gosh, I just heard our 3D printer finish something. How exciting. Okay. Oh, shit. I just realized there is one thing that I didn't do. This needs to be copper. I still can't believe that person did like a near hit and run right in front of the police station. That's so stupid. Oh well though, people are dumb. People are dumb sometimes, guys. Oh my gosh, painting the inner walls on like little sigils and such is just sometimes so stressful. Okay. Oh, and then I need to do, God, okay, there's so much more on this that I didn't paint than I thought. Oops. I got some color into the recesses. And by color, I mean copper. I should actually use this little thing. All right, let's try that again. Okay, and then for this cog, I'm gonna try a different approach this time and see which one I want to do ultimately. And I think I'm immediately already feeling what I'm gonna want to do. Which means I'm gonna have to paint over what I did on the other one. Yeah, I'm giving GW another try with 11th edition. I want to see what they do with it, but I'm not feeling optimistic. Okay, so that looks good. But I did notice there was a couple of little cables. Okay. I'm looking good. Okay, I think I've almost got it. Okay. Do they just go out? Yeah, I think those are broken pipes or something. That can't be good. You weren't willing to part with your beloved 40K collection, so all your models got new lives in games like OPR, Grimdark Future, Space Weirdos, Stargrave, Xeno Rampant, and This Is Not a Test. Nice! I've heard of a couple of those. I don't know This Is Not a Test, and I don't know Xeno Rampant. But that sounds cool. And also, it's really cool when you get to like use your 40K models in other systems. Like, I really enjoy that. Also, it is one thing, like, you don't have to, like, love Games Workshop to still love the models that you put time and energy into. You know what I mean? Like, you can still like the designs without having to like the company or necessarily even the lore. Okay. All right, I think we can move on to some non-metallics. Do I want to do a wash first? Do I want to do a wash first? Do I? Okay, here's the one problem with doing a wash now is it's gonna take some time to dry. And I don't want to just be like sitting for an hour doing nothing. So I think I'm gonna do the black first. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? You edited the second edition of This Is Not a Test. It was released last summer. Great game. Nice. It's everything that Necromunda should have been? Interesting. Interesting. This is not a test, huh? Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Okay, interesting. Because I love the idea of Necromunda, but I haven't really played it super often myself. But I do like the idea of it. If you think that it's like a better Necromunda, well, I'm curious. Color me curious. Let's see. Oh, are you talking, Marnius Calgar? Are you talking about Kita's cat bed that she never uses because she despises me and refuses to actually use the thing? She refuses to use any, like, actual bed that I buy her. And instead, she steals all of my blankets and then takes over my couch. It is frustrating. Also, I don't have her out here right now because I have the side door open and I don't want her going out. But I'll try to get her to come out here during the summer. She's been a little skittish recently about coming inside. Or, sorry, coming outside. So I don't know if we'll get her out here much, but we'll try. Okay, we're gonna start working on some black details now. It's gonna kind of flatten some of these, but I'm gonna try to go back over with a dark gray dry brush to bring out some detail. So hopefully it won't be too bad. It is amazing how quickly just adding a couple of colors like just pops the detail on some of these models. Okay, let's go ahead. Just trying to spread the color around as much as possible. There we go. Yeah, this is looking really cool. And what's great is because this is terrain, like in theory, you could literally stop here. Like after you've done your black details, you could in theory just be like, that's enough. Give it a quick wash and you're done, baby. I will not be doing that. I'll be pushing it a little further, but that is the nice thing about terrain. How do I reach that? The spin, the rotation of a piece as you don't know how to reach what you're trying to paint. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and start. I got a lot of paint on my brush, so I'm gonna actually start doing these. Way too much paint on my brush. You do ask, but Havin won't tell me as the longest member, how Angela got more beautiful and stunning every stream. Well, we can just blame that on Slaanesh, Luke. We can blame that on Slaanesh. Maybe Slaanesh is just blessing me with perpetual beauty. And that's how I'm getting away with it. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay. I think I'm liking this. I think I like what this is doing. Yeah. Should it be copper? I think the black works. Okay. I want to just make all of these black. No. In electronics, would it be common for, like, if you had a bundle of exposed wires like this? Like, you see how it's a bunch of, like, individual wires. Here, maybe if I turn it, there we go. So you see how this is a bunch of, like, it's like 4 or 5 wires bundled together. Would they all be in the same black rubber coating, or they would probably be in, like, multiple colors, right? That's my guess. You think I have infinite beauty and perpetual wisdom? I don't know about the perpetual wisdom. I don't know about the perpetual or the infinite beauty either, but I appreciate you saying so, Luke. I really do. You're not upsetting me. I'm very flattered and embarrassed. You guys are very sweet. Oh my God, I still kept forgetting to paint this. Motherfucker, okay. It's fine. Two questions. It looks to be the armored sheath that has been breached. It's the same as you plug cable. The coating has to be damaged, showing the wiring. It's just like 10 times bigger. Okay, so they would be individual colors then? Okay, that's what I was kind of thinking. Because I kind of figured like these ones, for example, are like, there's 4 there and that goes into this. This is the coating, and those would each be colored wires. So I think I'm gonna do the same thing on this one. Cool, thank you, Luke. There we go. I need a little bit of black paint on these tiny wires here. Whew! Whew! Tiny! But we did it. Excellent. Excellent job, everybody. I think I'm gonna make these black. I don't know, it feels more natural. Oh, and then we need to do this. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna grab a little bit more and put a little bit of water back on my brush. There's no rule, but as an engineer and electrician, we try to pass so we don't kill ourselves. That makes sense. That's what I've been sort of like learning as I have been learning how to do some small electronics. And that seemed logical, but I just wanted to ask. And I knew that, like, honestly, Luke, I thought you might have the answer, but I knew somebody in chat would have the answer. This is looking pretty good. Okay, that looks good. Okay. What do I do? You know what? I think I'm going to try to get the black done on this one too, because it's the wetter and like I have more of it on my palette right now. But we'll do the next time I'm working on these, I'll do the copper. Of that emblem. Thank you, Havman. I appreciate it. I'm pretty happy with them, honestly. Like, they're coming together really nicely. I feel like I'm not having to like go super crazy with colors on them. Like, I'm still gonna do some colors because of those individual wires and everything, but for the most part, I feel like it's pretty tame. Like, I feel like it's very approachable. It's gonna look good on the board. I'll be able to use it for multiple different game systems. Like, not just 40K, but I'll be able to use this for, like, Legion and Starcraft. Although I do think the thing we want to get for Starcraft does come with some terrain, too. So I'll probably have some specific ones, but it's always good to have more. Can't have too much terrain, in my opinion. Okay. soda pop. My soda pop, my little soda pop. Told you I told you I listened to K-pop Demon Hunters. Although this is the Little V's version, so it's the metal version of Soda Pop. It's quite good. Little V, by the way, is Kenny Omega's. Is the guy who's done Kenny Omega's opening, like his or his entrance. Oh my god, words are hard. His entrance music. So, just saying, he's a pretty cool guy. And he covered both of my favorite songs from K-pop Demon Hunters. So, hello, Michael. It's lovely to see you in chat. Sorry for the late reply on that. I was very invested in the black paint that I'm putting on all of this cabling. But I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. That you're feeling accomplished. And overall, feeling positive. Being its terrain doesn't make it easier to fix a painting mistake compared to a minifig. Yeah, I would say that that's probably generally true. I do think the larger a model is, the more forgiving it is to mistakes. Because you're having to, one, you tend to make far fewer because the things that you're painting are generally larger than on a figure, depending on like what the figure is. But it's not always true. And we'll probably see that the next time that I work on this when I'm having to do slightly more detailed work. No, I understood. I understood what you meant. I read the sentence and I was like, mix doesn't make sense there, but I think fix does. Okay, it's looking great. Make sure to get these two like implications of more of these cables on the bottom here. Which this little detail honestly really makes me think they had no idea how this was actually meant to function, because why did they just flatten into the earth? I don't think that's normal. Like, what are you thinking, Games Workshop? All right. Okay, so got those cables. Work on some of the stuff that's in the floor. Oh, that's okay. I do that all the time. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, I mean, in a sense, Luke is right. Like, I feel like terrain is extremely forgiving, and therefore you can kind of go about it and realistically have like no mistakes. Although I'm not gonna like fully claim that, because I literally just made a mistake as I was talking about this, and I didn't like where the color got moved to, and so now I'm lifting it back up, and I know I've done that at least a couple times on today's stream. So while I agree, like, terrain especially should be approached where there are no mistakes. You can do whatever you want. But I will say that, like, yeah, I have definitely like still made like, I've completely put my brush just went wild, my hand freaked out, and it put it in like a weird place that it wasn't supposed to, kind of thing. So like that still does happen. But it's a lot easier to fix those mistakes if they do happen because of how forgiving terrain is. Okay, that looks good. The nice thing is about a lot of 40k terrain especially, since they are so obsessed with doing ruins, yeah, you really don't have to worry about mistakes. It's just a pile of rubble anyways, who cares? This is a little bit more meticulous, but really, like, there's still not a lot I can do to really be mistakes. And color choice wise, absolutely not. Like, but I also think that's true of anything that you paint. Terrain, little minifigures, whatever. Like, there are no mistakes when it comes to your color choices if that's how you want to paint it. Like, I mean, I guess there can be some like egregious misuses of color theory, but I don't think like you deciding to paint your Space Marines pink and purple is like a problem. You know what I mean? Whereas I feel like some people sometimes behave like it is, and it's like, well, actually, it's their choice to paint the model however the damn well please, so get over yourself and let them do what they want. No, yeah, Luke, you're not upsetting anyone. But if you want to rest, by all means, feel free to get some rest. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And trust me, you are not upsetting anybody. Because like I said, I generally agree with you. I do think some some people are going to be a little bit more anal about their paint sloppiness and versus not than I think others. And so I don't want to say that there are no mistakes entirely, but I completely agree with your sentiment. And overall, yes, I would say that generally there are no real mistakes when you're painting a terrain piece. I also don't think there's really mistakes when you're painting a miniature, especially if you're talking about choices, the color choices that you want to make. So I completely agree with you. You're not upsetting anyone. But like I said, if you want to bounce and get some rest, by all means, it was lovely to chat with you. Thank you so much for being here, Luke. And thank you again for, 19 months? Crazy. Thank you so, so much for the support. We really appreciate it, Luke. Thank you. I keep going for my soda and it is empty. Okay, since we now have the black paint done. God, I used way too much. Here, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grab this dry brush, clean it up a little bit. And then I'm gonna grab this dry brush and actually try to get some of the paint out of it on this thing. At least get the bristles moving again. And there they go, sweet. Yeah, that one thing I will say about this, I know we were talking about dry brushing earlier. If you want to bring back some of your dry brushes, so that you can use them again, not to say that they're going to be clean and smooth and everything, but, oh, hold on, I'm going to stop what I'm saying because I just saw that Frost Knights can't stay for long, but you saw that I was on, so you just wanted to say hello and that I'm looking good. Happy painting. Well, thank you so much, Frost Knight 18. I appreciate it. It was lovely to have you jump in and say hello. I love when people just pop in even and just say hello, even if you can't stick around for very long. So thank you. That has brightened up my day. I very much appreciate you, and we'll see you when you pop in next time. And feel free to watch the video on demand later. It will be up and available after the stream is over as a on-demand video. So see you hopefully then. And if not, thank you once again for stopping by and saying hello. But yeah, so as I was saying, this brush was kind of jacked and had a bunch of paint dry into it. And I just wet it really heavily and beat the ever-living crap out of it onto this texture palette that I built. And it has completely reawakened the paintbrush and removed a lot of that dried in excess paint, which is lovely. Witches are also lovely. But it's more lovely that I've cleaned up this brush a bit. Okay, where are we at? 443. Do I start? Okay, I'm gonna do I have a little bit of this still active on this palette? Not really. Okay, I'm gonna put a tiny bit of copper on here. Because I don't want, I'm pretty much done with it, but I do have a kind of large section to paint, so we're gonna do that. I thought I saw a little bump of it picking up my music. It was not. It was just me making a noise. Trying to spread some of this copper paint around to get onto the, like, sides. Like, ever so slightly. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good. Okay, I'm liking how this is looking. Okay, yeah, I think that looks good. Try lightly glaze, not glaze, graze. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm going to lightly glaze. No, not glaze. Graze my brush over top the cables coming out of his head in copper, because I don't want to do them in black. Because I plan on doing the bigger ones that way. So I'm just trying to like very lightly brush some copper onto these raised edges. I'm doing an okay-ish job. Hello. Is it time?
Almost.
Oh. Okay. We're not gonna get both cogs done, but I'll at least get the one.
Oh, those look great.
Thank you.
Show them on the close-up camera.
I have held them up to this because it focuses really well.
Okay.
And I'll do it one more time before we end.
You just ended up going with the same copper for the sigils?
Yeah, I did. I was like, for terrain, I think it's gonna be fine. I'm trying to.
I feel like we're over.
I was also like, I don't want to over like, because I do want to do some color wires on these ones that are like bundled together a little bit. And so I'll do that, but like overall, no.
Did you answer Hatman's question about the coils?
I think I am. Yes, I think I did act like without realizing that he had answered the question. But yes, I am.
He had asked.
they had asked, I think I answered it without realizing that he'd asked the question because I was literally had just said as you were coming in that I was going over the cables in copper that are inside this, and that's what I think he's asking, right?
Nope, he's asking about the coil, which...
Well, I think he's talking about these coils that I'm working on. There's a bunch of there's a bunch of like cables and like coils in there, and I think that's what he's asking about.
I thought he was talking about the big coils on the back, because that's what he said.
On the back.
I think he means the big power coil that will eventually be glowing.
Oh, this! I'm sorry. My apologies. My apologies. I misunderstood the question. These are going to actually be in a bright blue down the line. I think I'm going to do blue just because I feel like that kind of goes with both Starcraft and Star Wars a bit, as well as still fitting with 40K. So I think I'm going to do like a bluish teal coil for the power implement. Yeah. Sorry, I misunderstood the question. I did, yes, I did. I said hello to Frost Knight. All right, let me just finish this up and then we'll go ahead and show it off and wrap up the stream because I am hungry.
Chat, do you think she's being too detailed?
I am having fun.
Fair enough.
And that's what's important. All right, so here is the last thing I was working on. The skull. I'm really happy with how that turned out. We did a little bit of black on some of the thicker wires in there, did copper on the thinner wires just to kind of look at like it's, I don't know, I feel like it's meant to be sort of God, Emperor of Mankind vibe of him with all the cables coming out of him on the golden throne. So I feel like we're emulating that a little bit there with that. And then just to show off a little bit more of the other side again.
No, is there a plan to dull oil it? Or?
Oh, yes. Yeah. We're going to, that is what I think I'm going to do after I get a little bit of the color onto some of these other cables. And then just, and then do a wash over everything. And then I'll start working on this. And then just here is the other one. Now we obviously have not done anything to this one's because I just forgot about them. I did everything else copper that I want to, and I was like,
I still kind of feel like you need to do a little bit of color breakup on that railing and on the supports on the underside.
I will do some darker steel then, because I don't want to do it in copper because I've used copper very specifically, and I think it would start to.
But like, don't you feel like the railing feels?
I think it's gonna be fine once the wash is on it. But I agree with you also that it could use more. I'm kind of waiting to do more with this when because there's all the colored cables in here, and I'm like, maybe that's gonna like take too much away from it. But I do hear what you're saying, and I definitely think down here for sure, because I do.
I feel like you could also do like that band around the top.
This like little.
No, around the top of the tank.
Oh, this here.
Lower the band.
The band. This thing.
Yeah, the band. See, that's a band.
I mean, yeah. So is this one's a band around this top?
Oh, there you go. Both of those could also be the darker band.
Yeah, that I think. Yeah, definitely.
So if you like, to bring it together.
Yes. I do like that. And if that's the case, if I do end up doing that, then I might do this trim, like on these two.
Yeah, I was gonna say the trim or just
this here.
Yes, the extruded square tubing.
Yeah, I might just do the extruded square tubing and make it a little. I understand. Yeah, I don't want to do it in copper. I think that would clash too much, but I definitely think in a darker steel. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I do like that idea.
It's like one other metal tone.
I don't disagree. And I also, because like I'm debating what I want to do on all the casings for the lights.
Yeah.
I thought about doing them in copper, but I don't think that's really gonna like work. Maybe I'll do it in the darker.
Brighter silver, just to ask the question.
That might not be a bad idea.
We can think about it.
Yeah, we can think about it. I do like that idea. Yeah, I really like how these have turned out. They're coming along very nicely. I like working on big chunky models with some small details. So feeling good about that. You just finished watching episode 13 of Zets. Excellent. You're progressing along. Good job. All right, I think that is gonna be it for me. So before I head out, I do just want to give you guys a reminder that tomorrow's stream is gonna be at 5 p.m. Pacific or your regional equivalent. I'll be working on some more of my little droids for the Separatist Army for Star Wars Legion. So if you guys are into Star Wars and you want to chat with me about that, tell me about your favorite characters and just hang out with me while I paint some droids, tomorrow at 5 p.m. On Saturday, I'm going to be streaming with Shay, and we are going to be playing Slay the Spire 2, which we did last weekend. And if you enjoyed that, then you're probably going to have a very good time with us this weekend.
You actually got through Act 3.
Oh, I know, right?
Complimenting.
Yes, yeah, no,
So scared.
I was sitting there going, Act 3. Oh, right, the final stage of each round. Yes, I had to think for a second, sorry. I am very focused on Graveyard Keeper right now because my brain is like, there's so much in that game. But yeah, so we're gonna be playing with Shay at 1 p.m. Pacific or your regional equivalent here on YouTube. She'll be on Twitch if you prefer Twitch and you want to watch her instead, you can go over there and do that. But otherwise, I'll be here on YouTube and we will be doing that. And then we'll be back to our normally scheduled content next week. So I'll see you guys then. See you tomorrow, hopefully at 5 p.m. and Saturday at 1 p.m. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for being here.